She lay broken and bleeding on the dusty barn floor, waiting for the next cruel touch. But the stranger's hand brought only quiet care, and that scared her more than any pain. The afternoon sun was like a burning flame over the empty fields. Inside the old broken barn, Anna lay on the hard ground. Her body ached everywhere. Dark bruises covered her arms and legs. Her simple dress was torn at the shoulder and hem, covered in dirt and dried blood. She breathed in short, painful gasps. Her long hair stuck to her sweaty face. Every time she heard a sound, the creak of wood, the wind outside, her heart jumped with fear. She had been running for days. Hunger, thirst, and terror had brought her here. She closed her eyes tight, wishing she could disappear. Then she felt it. A hand touched her ankle gently. Anna screamed. Her whole body jerked like a scared animal. She tried to crawl backward, but pain shot through her side. "No, please don't!" she cried, her voice weak and broken. Tears mixed with the dirt on her cheeks. In her mind, old memories rushed back. Rough hands, laughing voices, promises that turned into betrayal. People always started soft, then showed their true darkness. But this hand did not grab harder. It stayed steady and careful, only stopping her from hurting herself more. "Easy, girl," a low, calm voice said. "I'm not here to harm you. You're hurt bad. Let me help." The man was Jacob Reed. He was tall and broad-shouldered, with sun-tanned skin and strong arms from years of ranch work. His dark hair had some gray at the sides. His face looked serious and tired, but his eyes were steady and kind, like deep, still water. He lived alone on his small ranch, miles from any town. He raised horses and cattle, and spoke very little to anyone. Jacob lifted her slowly, as if she were something precious and fragile. Anna stayed stiff in his arms, ready to fight or bite if needed. But he carried her across the hot yard to his simple wooden house without saying another word. Inside, the house was clean but plain. A wooden table, 2 chairs, a stone fireplace, and one soft bed in the corner. Jacob set her down carefully on the bed. He brought clean water in a bowl, soft cloths, and some ointment he made from plants. He cleaned her wounds with gentle hands. When she winced in pain, he whispered, "I know it hurts, just a little more." He gave her fresh bread, warm soup, and cool milk. Then he stepped outside and closed the door softly, giving her complete privacy. No questions about her name, no demands, no strange looks. That first night, Anna could not sleep. She lay under the clean blanket, staring at the wooden ceiling. Her body hurt, but her mind hurt more. "Why is he doing this?" she thought. "What does he want from me? Everyone wants something." She touched the small, folded paper hidden deep inside her torn dress. That paper felt heavy, like a secret that could destroy lives. Tears rolled down her face silently. For so long she had been alone, running, hiding, and afraid. Kindness felt dangerous now. Days passed like a slow, gentle river. Jacob never pushed her to speak. In the mornings, he left food on the table before going out to work. He fixed fences, fed the animals, and rode his horse across the wide green fields. In the evenings, he returned quietly, washed up, and sat on the old porch, watching the sunset paint the sky orange and pink. Anna started watching him from the window. His silence was not cold. It was peaceful. He did not stare at her. He did not make her feel small. Slowly, her fear began to melt, like ice under warm sun. Her body started healing. The bruises turned from purple to yellow. She could walk without too much pain. One rainy evening, the sound of rain on the roof made her feel safe for the first time. She sat at the wooden table across from Jacob. Her hands shook as she spoke. "I need to tell someone," she whispered, her voice cracking. "In Red Hollow Town, I stayed at a boarding house. I heard powerful men talking. Elias Crow. He is a rich man with cold eyes and a greedy heart. He wants to take all the water rights of the town. He made fake documents. He paid the sheriff and others to change the records. The people's water, their farms, their lives. He wants to control everything for his own big plans." Anna's eyes filled with tears. "They saw me listening. They didn't kill me. They did something more painful. They spread lies about me. They called me a bad woman, a thief, a liar who causes trouble. They told everyone I was dangerous. They threw me out of town so that if I ever spoke the truth, no one would believe a word I said." Her voice broke completely. "They took my name and turned it into dirt. I ran with nothing but this." She pulled out the old, wrinkled paper and placed it on the table with trembling fingers. Jacob picked it up and read every line carefully under the soft lamplight. His face stayed calm, but a quiet anger burned deep in his eyes. Not the loud kind, but the steady kind that does not fade. He looked at Anna for a long moment. "You carried this heavy secret all alone," he said softly. "That takes real strength. Tomorrow morning we ride to Red Hollow. I will stand with you. We will show them the truth." Anna felt a storm inside her, fear so strong it made her stomach tight, but also a tiny warm light of hope. No one had ever offered to stand beside her before. She nodded, tears falling freely now. The next day, under a bright blue sky, Jacob and Anna rode into Red Hollow on his strong horse. The moment people saw Anna, the busy street became quiet. Women whispered behind their hands. Men stared with hard eyes. Old gossip rose again like smoke. "That's the bad girl, the liar. Stay away from her." Anna's heart pounded. She wanted to hide her face, but Jacob rode straight and tall. His presence gave her courage. They stopped at the town hall where the official ledgers were kept. Jacob walked in with steady steps and said in his deep, clear voice, "Show me the water rights records." The clerk looked nervous. Jacob opened the big, heavy books and checked page by page. He found the lies easily. Missing pages, changed dates, fake signatures, and names that did not belong. The proof was clear. Soon a crowd gathered outside. Elias Crow himself stood at the back, his face turning red with anger. The sheriff stepped forward, trying to sound important. "This is town business. You outsiders should leave." Jacob did not raise his voice. He simply placed Anna's paper on the table where everyone could see. In a calm but strong tone, he said, "This paper shows what Elias Crow has been doing. He is stealing the town's water using lies, bribes, and false records. It belongs to the people, not to one greedy man." The room fell into complete silence. Hearts beat fast. Eyes shifted. Then Anna stepped forward. Her legs felt weak, her throat dry, but she lifted her head. With a voice full of old pain and new courage, she spoke just one clear line. "I heard it myself. This is the truth. Those simple words hung in the air like a bell. No one clapped. No one shouted in joy. But the mood changed. People looked at Elias Crow with new eyes, doubtful, uneasy, questioning. The sheriff tried to argue and push them out, but Jacob stood firm like a rock in a river. He did not move an inch. That day there was no big fight or dramatic arrest, but the first deep crack appeared in the wall of lies. The silence was broken. Truth had started its slow journey. In the weeks that followed, small changes began. Some people started asking questions. Others whispered in their homes. The truth spread quietly, like seeds growing in the soil. Anna returned to Jacob's ranch, but this time her heart felt different. She was not hiding or running. She chose to stay. She woke early to help feed the chickens and collect eggs. She learned to ride a gentle horse. In the afternoons, she sat on the porch mending clothes or just watching the wide, open land. Jacob never made big promises or spoke flowery words. He simply shared his quiet life with her. One evening, as they sat together watching the stars appear one by one, Anna turned to him. "You didn't have to help me," she said, her voice soft with emotion. "No one else ever did. You gave me safety when I expected only pain." Jacob looked at the dark fields for a moment, then replied gently, "I once had a hard time too. Someone gave me a safe place when I needed it most. Now I can give that to you. You don't owe me anything. Just live without fear." Anna felt warm tears in her eyes. These were not tears of sadness, but of deep healing. The wounds on her body had faded, and slowly the deeper wounds in her heart, the fear, the shame, the loneliness, were also beginning to mend. They did not become loud heroes. They did not chase dramatic justice. They simply lived honestly, day by day, because the real power was not in shouting or fighting. The real power was in one kind man who refused to look away, and one brave woman who finally found the courage to speak her truth. And sometimes, that is enough to change everything, slowly but surely. Thank you for riding along on this story. Drop your location and time one more time if you'd like, and if it touched you, like, send some stars, follow, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next tale.